like, I know about slavery, it was an awful thing, but I still don't know what this has to do with the name Toby.
Hey, my name is Billy Serafina, and I am an LA-based writer looking for my seat at the table while creating my own. I not only write, I produce, direct, and edit. Everything gets better with time. Was that look shade? Anyway, I'm pretty confident in the stories, to say the least. So I wanted to share them. What if it gets viewed by the right person and I get a seat at a table, or add one to my table? With that being said, please share, like, subscribe, add to your favorites, follow, all that good stuff. So back in 2018, I entered the AT&T Create-a-thon as a writer, and I let people know I had a couple of scripts if they wanted to direct them and shoot them. And luckily, 2 directors reached out to me, and each of them chose one of the scripts. And I had 2 short films filmed in the same weekend, and this was the first time I had ever written something that had been filmed. So it was a pretty exciting weekend. And the first short was Reality Park, an eye-opener for those blind to injustice. Shout out to Mark, the director, and the whole cast and crew. I don't remember if we had lunch because that would have been the only budget we had. I'm pretty sure this was like the first film for a majority of us. It's also funny to start with this one because there's a lot of talk of this subject going around. People are obsessed with mixed people, and that's what this is about. Miles lets his brother-in-law know that his biracial child will most likely not have the same privileges as him. And that's why I wrote this, because from what I've heard, 9 times out of 10, the non-Black parent doesn't understand the Black experience. In this short specifically, the Black American experience. Reality Park has been in 5 film festivals and counting, and it was a finalist for the Fatherhood Image Film Festival. Here are some clips from the short.
So you ready to be an uncle? Me and your sister are gonna have a little Jesse Williams. Everybody loves Jesse Williams.
True.
Y'all come up with a name yet?
We haven't agreed to a name yet, but I want to name him Toby.
Nah, bro. You cannot name my nephew Toby.
Why not?
Alex Haley? Roots? Ever heard of it?
No.
The DP Kevin got some great shots.
What about the TV series?
Oh, the band on Jimmy Fallon. The guy with the afro. I love their music.
That's The Roots. Roots is a TV show from the 70s. Alex Haley, his ancestors were taken from Africa.
Listen, like, I know about slavery, it was an awful thing, but I still don't know what this has to do with the name Toby.
Let me finish. Kunta Kinte.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah.
Bruh.
Obviously I'm not racist. That's why I'm having a mixed baby, to end racism.
You think the name Toby's gonna do that?
I just like Toby Keith.
Who?
You don't know who Toby Keith is?
Excuse me, ma'am, I'm sorry to disrupt you, but when you hear the name Toby, what do you think of?
Honestly, Kunta Kinte, Roots.
This is so embarrassing. And what was I wearing?
That was just a coincidence.
No, it wasn't. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
When you hear Toby, what do you think of?
Spider-Man.
Your son's not gonna have the same privileges as you. I need you to see that, because every mixed child is not as racially ambiguous as Rashida Jones.
Your baby is not a mixed accessory for you to carry around to try and prove that racism is over. Because it's not.
Ain't that the truth? This film will always be near and dear to me. Shout out to the cast and crew again. Fun fact, the character's name was Miles and the actor's name was Miles, so it was just meant to be. Shout out to Kobe for knowing the King Kunta song by Kendrick Lamar. That was one of my favorite parts.
Kendrick Lamar, black man taking no losses. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Ben, the Spider-Man guy, who has become one of my dearest friends. Shout out to Mark, Miles, and Kevin, who worked with me on a few other projects after this. I'm giving Reality Park a 10 out of 10. It was my first film. Give me a break.